you wouldn't rush to rub tiny pieces of glass into your skin for fear of pain. But actually, this is an unusual kind of glass, and it's being used in a new sunscreen. Jez Nelson catches the rays in Israel.
In the depths of winter, the idea of baking our bodies on the beach is an appealing one. But some controversial studies have questioned the safety of sunscreens, one even suggesting one of the ingredients might damage DNA. The evidence isn't conclusive by any means, but inventing a sunscreen where the active ingredients never come in contact with the skin could spell the end to any worries. To do this would demand a clever idea and lots of ingenuity. Israeli scientists have discovered a way of making sunglasses for the body. By encapsulating these sunscreen chemicals in tiny glass bubbles, they can still offer protection from the sun's harmful rays, but without ever touching the skin. What a smashing idea! For thousands of years, Middle Eastern workshops like this one have been making glass the traditional way, with plenty of heat. This vase is made of sand that's been melted at more than 1,000 Celsius. But using this much heat means only robust chemicals can be added to the glass. More delicate substances will be destroyed in an instant. But there is another option. You can actually make glass without using heat at all. Now, this is a little-known technique, but if you take a special silicon solution and add some water with a catalyst to speed up the reaction, you can turn liquid into glass. Now, as I swirl this around, the silicon building blocks that make up glass are actually binding together, and you should be able to see this turning into a gel. There we go. Now, if I leave this for long enough, it'll actually turn into solid glass, like this stuff. Glass like this isn't used for day-to-day needs because it's too brittle, but it does have other useful characteristics. Professor David Avner is convinced low-temperature glass has a great deal of potential in science and industry.
This way allows you to put delicate molecules inside glass. Usually it's not possible to do so because classical glass technology requires very high temperatures. Delicate molecules burn out at these temperatures.
Low-temperature glass is extremely versatile. By adding thousands of different delicate chemicals, this glass can have thousands of different uses, like coloured bottles that are easier to recycle and better, clearer TV screens. But Professor Avner wanted more. The team of chemists has pioneered a way to take the process from large sheets of glass to tiny glass beads. They've discovered how to surround minuscule droplets of chemicals with a glass bubble 10 times thinner than a human hair. So they can now make a sunscreen with ingredients that never touch the skin. To make the glass beads, they carry out the same low-heat process. A silicon solution and water are mixed, but this time with sunscreen ingredients as well, which will end up inside the glass beads. Now, the next stage of the process, where the glass bubble forms around the tiny chemical droplet, is so secret and so commercially sensitive that you're not allowed to see it. Neither, apparently, am I. But we are allowed to know how the sunscreen itself works. The glass beads are put into a lotion which contains no active ingredients. The sunscreen chemical in the glass bubble absorbs the sun's UV rays, giving protection from sunburn. But what makes this sunscreen so special is the ingredients never actually touch the skin. The glass bubble forms a protective barrier between the chemicals and the wearer. So, in the name of science, it was off to the beach to test the new sunscreen, of course. So, David, this is the final product?
Yeah, actually that's the final cream, and if you want you can try it a little bit.
Let's try it a little bit. It feels very smooth. So it's strange because I'm actually rubbing thousands of tiny glass beads into my skin, but it feels just perfectly normal and smooth. There's no chance that I'm going to cut myself with this cream.
On the contrary, because they are so tiny and so smooth and spherical, they actually protect you much better.
The possible uses of this invention go way beyond just sunscreens, though. Being able to enclose chemicals inside tiny glass beads could be of use in a whole range of fields, including making pesticides and drugs. For the moment, remember to keep using those regular sunscreens, though, to stop sunburn. But the best way to protect yourself from the sun has got to be cover up altogether.